The lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which we can attain pure devotion service. I bow to his lotus feet with great awe and reverence. By his grace, one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. My only wish is to have my consciousness purified by the words emanating from his lotus mouth. Attachment to his lotus feet is a perfection that fulfills all desires. He opens my darkened eyes and fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. He is my Lord, birth after birth. From him ecstatic prema emanates, by him ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scriptures sing of his character. Our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy, the friend of the poor, and the Lord and master of the devotees. O Master, be merciful unto me. Give me the shade of your lotus feet. Your fame is spread all over the three worlds. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Waited for me. Hare Krishna. We'll do Radha Mata, right? जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय जय गोपी जनवल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदनंदन जय व्रज जनरंजन जय व्रज जनरंजन जय जय यमुनतीरावनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी 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 जय जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय जय गोपी जनवल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय जय यशोदनंदन जय व्रज जनरंजन जय व्रज जनरंजन जय जय यमुनतीरावनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय जय राधा माधवा जय जय कुंज बिहारी। जय श्री श्री राधा माधव की, जय श्री श्री राधा कुंज बिहारी जी की, श्री श्री गौर निताय की जय। हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस महाभाव श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की, श्री श्री ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, श्रील गुरुदेव की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरि 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 बोल। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपादकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपा तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरून् दीनतारिणं। श्री परमानन्दमाधवं श्री चैतन्यमीश्वरं। नमो विष्णुपदाय विष्णुपृष्ठाभूतले श्रीमते महाविष्णुगोस्वामी नामे नमो विष्णुपदाय विष्णुपृष्ठाभूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामे नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी विचारिणी विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात देशतारिणी। Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji. So nice to see you all. Introduction. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay, fine. Hare Krishna. Today is a very, very auspicious day for two reasons. First is appearance day of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and appearance of His Grace Kalachakra Prabhu in Kunj Bihari Mandir. Okay, he doesn't need actually any introduction. He is very famous for his Bhagavad Katha and online seminars and study circles. However, for those of you who don't know who is Kalachakra Prabhu, I'll just give a small introduction. Actually, we can have a Bhagavatam class on himself actually. He's got so many things to say, but I will not take much time. He is a very senior disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj, and he is working in IT professional. He is not some sadhu baba, but he his outside world, maybe he is in an IT company, but inside he is a Bhagavat actually. Okay. He and his good wife, she has not come today, Sudarshana Mataji, both are actually walking, talking Srimad Bhagavatam. They full-time husband-wife only talk Bhagavatam. They don't talk anything else. He has been initiated in Minneapolis, USA in 2001, and since then he has been personally trained by his Guru Maharaj. Like how a father trains a son, similarly his Guru Maharaj trained him. Personally, every day scrutinizing, he made him study, gave him homework. So very wonderfully he has been trained. For the last 25 years he has been preaching in several places, USA, Singapore and many other places. And he has been living in Japan also. And he has been running a forum on Granth called, Srimad Bhagavatam called Granth for the last almost 20 years. And it's basically transcription of his Guru Maharaj lectures, very beautifully compiled in a very sutra form. So those of you don't know, so please log on to grantraj.com and you will get see wonderful articles. If you have to give any lecture somewhere, you can just copy paste that. Such a beautiful lectures are there. Okay. And he has printed some books also called Srimad Bhagavatam in Practice. So his Guru Maharaj says that Bhagavatam is not some theoretical thing, but it can be practiced. So based on his Guru Maharaj lectures, he has compiled 2 books. I don't know if third, fourth volume also has come.
They will come, Krishna.
Yeah, so that other volumes are also going, but at the moment only 1 and 2 has come. It's called Srimad Bhagavatam in Practice, SB in Practice.
You'll get some copies here very soon.
Yeah, so you're going to have some copies here. Those interested, they can purchase it. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. All yours.
Thank you. It helped me recap my notes. Nice. So all these things are nothing to for our Jaya Shishi. Actually, Prabhu is so kind. He is himself a Bhagavata and he is doing so many programs, and we are nothing really in front of the Seva and all the wonderful Seva that you are all doing. We can see how Krishna has expanded himself. Actually, Balram expanded the temple. Last time when I came, until that point it was, when did it start? Just 1 year before I came, and suddenly I see that and it is all like expanded. Since when it started? June, July, 6 months, everything over. Krishna doesn't need much time, he just wants our bhakti and immediately manifests this whole thing nicely. So amazing to see such a nice place, when our bhakti, intensifies, Krishna expands, right? From Mathura, which was a smaller place, he expanded to Dwarka, right? So many buildings, big buildings, and palaces that are there. 16,108 palaces. Each palace is 60. What is that? 64 square miles long. Space wise, I don't know whatever size they are telling. Anyway, so this Krishna has this. It's all Krishna's place. So he just have to expand, and he expands depending on our the intensity in bhakti, our loving devotional service to him. And already he expanded as Vrindavan Chandra in our NVCC, but he wanted here also to expand, isn't it? So many places. I mean, whenever you come, I tell our devotees that you just have to go to these places wherever our Radheshyam Prabhu and all the devotees are doing the seva. Then after 6 months you go, 2 more centers will be there. Another 2 more centers will be there. In Hyderabad, that's what is happening. Ever since last 3-4 years, I think Prabhu is there, and it's like flourishing like anything. So very soon it will overtake Pune, so you have to be careful. You should keep up your standard. Never let another one to come and take the numero uno position, they call it. But all these things, the positions and all is nothing. It's all our devotional service that matters. In whatever position that we are in, if we, always pray to the Lord, like how Brahma is praying, that he says that in the matter of creative potency, creative service, creation service, please let the pride not touch me. That is only thing that he asks for. So for that, pride to not touch us, the simplest and easiest way is to meditate on the, when we are chanting the holy names and Bhagavatam, Kirtan, everything we do, But the most important thing is to meditate on the smiling face of the Lord. Beautiful, the smiling glance and face of the Lord, because that destroys all the pride and ego and everything that we have. So whenever we pray to Kunja Vihariji, you expand the temple how much ever you want, but make sure that you also keep me grounded. For that I always want to meditate on your beautiful transcendental smile. As Brahma says in the 12th chapter of 10th canto, I think 13th chapter, he says there is a beautiful word that is used, Swaka Arthanam, that Krishna inspires us by his loving glance. Inspiration for seva comes from his loving glance. And protection while doing that seva, protection from anarthas and all other, comes from his enchanting smile. These two are the main things that it is Swakarthana. Because when you go and stand in front of the Lord, we have so many things that we ask for. We may ask for Krishna, give me money, Krishna, give me, so many things we can say. But then the inspiration to serve comes from he giving his darshan to us, that loving glance. Because when we go and see Krishna, we don't realize, we go and see Kunja Vihariji, we don't realize that he is also watching us. Even if we don't watch him, he is watching us. That is the problem, right? With many others, if you are not near them, they may not watch us. But with Krishna, constantly he is watching over us. So that's why his glance, loving glance, is the cause of, it inspires us to do, oh, I have to do this service more, I have to do this service more. So that in the heart, that inspiration comes by his loving glance. And then when we are doing that service, there are so many hindrances that may come, hurdles that may come. Our own anarthas, the threefold miseries, Adi Bhautika, Adi Atmika, all those things will come. Sometimes you will get dejected, isn't it? When you are doing the seva, many times you feel, oh, I am not going ahead well, or it is not to my, it looks like I have gone to a stagnant point, like that and all. But that time when we remember the beautiful smiling face of the Lord, the lips, especially the muskurahat we call, no? If we see that, if we meditate on that, then immediately all the our anarthas will get, all the vyasanas we call it, no? They all will get dissipated, just like when the sun erases the fog and they go away, right? So like that it goes away. And that is how our devotional service should be fully focused on two things only. One is purification of our own heart, and purification of our own consciousness, and glorification of the Lord. That's all. Nothing else. In fact, many times we use the word prachar, preaching. The word preaching also we misunderstand, because as soon as we say preaching, then the other person is supposed to be without knowledge, or less knowledge, or no knowledge. Then we think that I am more, he is less. So that differentiation comes. Krishna says while coming in the car also, we had a nice discussion with our devotees from the Kunjaveri side. We had, the more we are conscious of the respect that we want or we give, the more it will destroy the fabric of the relationship, the nice loving relationship. I should not be too much conscious of where they are. Discrimination should not be there. That is why Bhagavatam, Kapil Muni says this beautiful verse, Atmanascha parasyapi yah karoti antara udaram tasya bhinna drusho mrutyur vidate bayam ulbanam. Very, very powerful shloka. When he says Atmanascha parasyapi, Atma means oneself, parasyapi means others. Atmanascha parasyapi yah karoti antara udaram, keeps on differentiating, discriminating, comparing, basically comparing business. Oh, he is doing this much, I am doing more. He is doing that much, I am doing less. Like that, when we keep on comparing with every single person, yah karoti antara udaram tasya bhinna drisha, that person is called bhinna drisha. Bhinna drisha means who is discriminating. Right? When he is discriminating, bhinna drisha, for him, I will stand in front of him as personified death. How many of you want to see Krishna as personified death? Then we can do discrimination left, right and center. Prabhu, we are talking about discrimination, no, in the car. So this is the thing. We should never unnecessarily discriminate. So then Prabhupada, some devotees asked Prabhupada, that Prabhupada in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling that one who teaches this message to devotees is very dear to me. Then you are asking us to preach to all these other new people, though don't have any culture also, don't even know what is devotion, what about Krishna. Then how will we preach this message to others? Then Prabhupada said beautifully, rascal, think that except you, everyone else is a devotee, then you can preach this to everybody. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, preach Bhagavad Gita to devotees. Right? If you see everybody as devotees, then you will go and give Bhagavad Gita to everybody. Right? So the thing is, we don't understand that we are not qualified at all. We are just fortunate. Somehow has given something, prasadam came or Bhagavad Gita came, some association came, and we are doing this thing. But constantly, if we get some unfavorable situation within this also, within devotee association also, how much long we will stay here? We will get many devotees, they will get depressed and say, oh, this is not for me. People are like this, people are like that, and they will go away. Right? Which means, what is our motive to coming to Krishna consciousness? Is it for our the glorifications that we are getting from people? Oh Prabhu, you are a great devotee, you are this, you are that. You are achieved this much, that much. Then we feel, nowadays they call it as dopamine, that hormone starts secreting when you are appreciated and you are encouraged. They say that. So that means you will become more encouraged to do seva. That is not really required. All the inspiration, all the hormones, everything comes from Kunja Bihari. Today, frankly speaking, we have to fast till afternoon, correct? Frankly speaking, our thing should go on till 12 o'clock. Glorification of Bhakti Saraswati Thakur cannot be done in 30-40 minutes. We cannot appreciate his ocean. He is an ocean of mercy, ocean of knowledge, ocean of kripa, right? So how can we do just a few minutes and like that? Anyway, we are not going to eat. Our Bhagavatam stops when Khichdi is ready. So today Khichdi will be ready only by 12 o'clock. So what will you do after 9 o'clock? Right? In Rajkot, Maharaj used to do Bhagavatam till 1 o'clock. We will do from 7 o'clock to 1 o'clock is our normal Bhagavatam class. Because no breakfast prasadam. Prahlad school will go on, the children will eat Khichdi only by 12:30, 1 o'clock. So of course Krishna will get his prasadam, but not us. So that's how we should be absorbed in the Shastras, absorbed in the glorification of the great Acharyas. We are so fortunate that we are getting all these beautiful mercy coming all the way from the Acharyas. Ours is a Shastra movement. Ours is a Pustak movement. You see, all the way from Jai Shri Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada ki Jai, Shri Radha Kunja Bihari ji ki Jai, Shri Gauratai ki Jai. Such an amazing, beautiful altar. You can see how it's really like, Krishna is when he is sitting in our heart, it is too small. Right? When you see him big, our heart also becomes wider. Right? We also become more. That is an indication that Krishna, when he expands the temple, he wants us to also expand our seva, our seva to him by bringing more and more souls to come and sit. Now more people can sit here and take darshan very aram se. More people can do kirtans, part of everything. Right? So that is a expanding Vishala Hridaya, we call it now, Vishal Hridaya. So we should all increase the size of our hearts also. We are increasing the size of our stomach. That happens by taking all different Rajbhog, Chapan Bhog, all that. But I don't see anybody increasing their stomach in Pune though. 1 year I was in Japan. I didn't see a single person with a tummy, the big tummy. All of them are doing nice exercise. So here also you see devotees are always preaching. The regulated seva is there. Morning everybody is there. Any temple where you see the temple hall full in Mangalarti, you will not have a big tummy. They will not have big tummy in the thing. They will all be like very active. When I say big tummy, it's lazy. Not everybody who has big tummy is lazy, but I am saying those who are not so much active in their seva, right? So this is very important to see how Kunja Bihari ji is showering his mercy. And Kunja Bihari is showering his mercy because we are glorifying the Acharyas, right? And how do we glorify the Acharyas? Because we are getting this mercy coming in the form of the Shastra. through the Shastra, right from our Goswami, Shad Goswamis, they were all giving the mercy in the form of Shastras. That is why, even after 500 years of their departure, still we are reading their commentaries, and that through Srila Prabhupada's Bhaktivedanta purports, beautiful, loving purports. And how did he get the message? From Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. All it needs is one instruction, and that one instruction, that print books and preach in English. See, that one instruction has created the whole movement. International Society for Krishna Consciousness is a creation of that one statement from His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. How amazing that instruction must be. And this is all because he was so much dedicated to his Guru, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, and of course his father too, right? He could have easily taken initiation from his father. His father himself is a spiritual master. But his father instructed, that is Bhaktivinoda Thakur instructed Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur that you take initiation from Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. And we all know the story of how he took initiation, he hankered for Diksha from Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. If we were to be put in a situation like that, I don't know if we'll go and what is the river here? Indrani is the nearest river. Huh? Is there any other river here? Huh? One more river here. I don't think we will go and jump into that river. If our Guru Maharaj deny giving initiations to us, right? But he was so much dedicated and committed to this that he will never go for anyone else. And how much you see Gaur Kishore Das Babaji was also testing him, right? He said, I will ask Gauranga Mahaprabhu and tell you. Then the next time he goes and asks, no, I forgot to ask. You will get annoyed, no? But he was like, no, it's okay, next time please tell me. And third time he is asking, that time what is he telling? He is telling, I asked, but he said, refuse, don't give, he says. That's when he says, I will jump into the Ganga if you don't give me initiation. That's when Gaur Kishore Das Babaji saw, how much he is serious about this, right? We are also supposed to be serious, maybe during initiation, whatever we may be, but after that we should get the seriousness in our service mood, in a seva bhav. Easily it will be possible with the sadhu sangha, especially the right kind of sadhu sangha. That is very important. So I was just thinking that today we will not probably have enough time to discuss about his glorious life, pastimes and all, and we have heard it also. Like many times we heard about how he never took mango in his whole life. Even if I hear hundreds of times, I will not stop eating mango. I will just keep eating my mango. Right? It's not to just show that we all have to give up our eating mango thing, but whatever we are, we have to follow the instructions more importantly. His instructions is what will drive us more and more deeper into in our consciousness. So we'll just take a few. He has spoken quite a few very transcendentally powerful, deep instructions. And in fact, some of his instructions are very difficult to understand also. Right? Prabhupada himself would say that it was difficult for me to understand my Guru Maharaj English. Forget about the instruction. English itself is difficult to understand. So anyway, some of the instructions are very, very powerful. And this shows, because see, there are certain things which will fine-tune our devotional service as we go forward, because over time, with respects and things, the appreciations coming our way, we forget certain things which are very, very important. What is that? Surrender to our spiritual master. Continuously we have to rejuvenate that consciousness, reinvigorate that consciousness of surrender. Many times we forget that. Like I suppose I go and do some seva, I don't really see that it is a mercy of the spiritual master because of which I am doing that seva. Or it is not mercy of the spiritual master is what is making us all sit together and hear the katha or the Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, etc. or Kirtan. If not for that, who stops us from going? In any company, for example, you have to resign, you have to say notice period, all those things. Do we have any notice period in our temples? Like, so I say, Prabhu, I want to leave the temple. Okay, for 2 months you do the service and give KT to the next devotee, bring one more devotee, give him KT, and then you go. Do you have any such restrictions like that? You can just tell Prabhuji I am leaving and go. And you coming also, no interviews. You just come, easily you come. Imagine if in our temples also, our centers also, our groups, if we say that you will be admitted into the group only after interviews, or you will be center, you will be allowed to leave only after permission from say so and so people. Very difficult, right? But because of this freedom that we are getting, we are able to serve Krishna. And see, one nice, wonderful Rajbhog Prasadam is coming, right? 9 o'clock in the morning, if you are even a Grahastha, even the most opulent Grahastha, you will not have a 7-course meal like you are getting in the temple, isn't it? Anybody who is there, even if you have, you will not have time to eat. Here after Bhagavatam, Aram say we can eat, people will be serving, and then you eat very nicely, and nobody is asking. Even like if you go to purchase some thing, in some hotel you go and purchase a meal thing. It's a limited meals. They will not serve you more than required, right? Here, how much ever you want, you say. Like NVCC, Prabhuji was telling, Revati Prabhu was telling that every day they are serving prasadam for anybody and everybody who comes. This is opulence. Where do we get this opulence, right? This is because of our service, our mood that Krishna is manifesting himself in the form of capacity to do these services. We are also not doing. That beautiful shloka when Brahma is doing the prayers, before creation, he is doing the prayers. After he finishes the prayer, Krishna is responding to him. Because Krishna appears, he says the prayers, then Krishna is responding to him. What does he say? Beautiful shloka. This you can all repeat. Yacha kartanga mat stotram mat kata abhyudayankitam yadva tapasite nishta sa yesha madanugraha. This verse settles all the matter very clearly. You know what he is saying? After doing so much tapas he did, 100 years tapas, not half an hour, 1 hour. We do 2 hours chanting, we feel as if we have conquered the whole world, right? 2 hours chanting is like crossing a huge Himalaya mountain for us. Chanting 16 hours, 16 rounds, whatever time it takes. But here he is doing 100 years of tapas, and after 100 years of tapas, he is offering such beautiful prayers. And after the prayers also he is saying pride should not come to me and all that, and then he is quiet. Then Krishna tells this shloka. If he tells to us, then we will be feeling really upset with Krishna. What he is saying, Yacha kartanga mat stotram. You did so much beautiful stotra upon me. Mat katha. You glorified me, all my qualities and so many transcendental qualities you did. Abhyudayankitam means with so much very scrutinizingly you analyzed, and then you gave me, you told about all the different gunas, qualities, transcendental gunas you told. Yadva tapasi, so much tapas you did, and with nishta, so much nishta, because see, for us it's able to do devotional service. I can sit like this it's a 4-legged asana, right? Here we can sit and do. Brahma was doing in a 1-legged asana. That also, little bit breeze comes, it will shake, and then you will be worried, right? When you have that leaning chair, you lean, you feel afraid, you will fall off, isn't it? Here it can lean on all sides, right? On all sides it can lean, and he can chant. While he is chanting, suddenly one wind blows and he shakes, he will stop chanting, he will worry, I will be falling off, right? You put yourself in that in that situation. But in that also he was very nishta bhakti he did. So he was very steady. Right? Param Puja Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj will tell us that if you want to be steady, you have to study. Only if you study Prabhupada's book seriously, you can be steady in a devotional service. So otherwise you will always be wavering here and there. 5 minutes we cannot sit in one place. Immediately we will just get up and leave. Don't know what, nothing will be there. Just simply get up and leave. So much agitation we are having, So this yadva tapasi te nishta, with nishta you are doing all this bhakti. He's saying, Sa Yasha Madanugraha. Don't think that it is yours, it is my Anugraha, my mercy. Right? If suppose Kunja Vihari comes and tells us that, when you go finish chanting, it's my Anugraha. No, you are Anugraha. And what did I do? Whatever I did, so much pain, when hunger is there, I woke up early in the morning and I'm sacrificing all my sleep. And you are telling it is your Anugraha, nothing of my endeavor. So even the desire to do the endeavor is coming from him. So that way everything is Anugraha. So the more we realize the Anugraha of our spiritual master, our Acharyas, our Krishna, the more our devotional service will flow like Ganga. It should not stop. Never we should get stuck in our devotional service. If the moment you stop and look back and see, oh, how nice I have done, that is getting stuck. Like one Janmashtami is over, you might have worked so hard, then the next day we should not think and enjoy that, hey, yes, I have done very, very nicely. So something nice I have done. No, immediately you have to take the next service and move on. It happened that in Dwarka temple was built in 2003, 21 years ago. It took some 8 years of very hard work. And somehow the temple built and was opened in the inauguration ceremony, everything was done. So the devotees who were mainly in charge of the coordination and all that, organizing thing and all, they felt we should take a little rest. Enough, all the visitors, delegates, everybody came and they left. So let's relax a bit. The next day Maharaj took the ticket and went to Rajkot. And then okay, Maharaj also left a bit to relax. Right? But then Maharaj calls from there. He says, okay, pack your bags and come, we have to do seva. Maharaj, Dwarka temple is just now built. We need somebody to, that Dwarkadesh, that temple is built for Dwarkadesh. Now he is the owner, you are not the owner. Owner will take care of it. You come. So where should we come? Come where I am calling you, come to Rajkot. They said, okay, Maharaj has already have some building or something, but they come to see the whole open barren land. Nothing to see, some bushes are there, that too thorn bushes. And he said, now we have to sit here and do Bhagavatam. This is ISKCON land, but nothing is there. No water, nothing, and only if you want to go from there to the city, only Chakra is available. No bus, no auto, nothing. And Chakra can come whenever it wants. It is completely like Krishna. Completely Swarat it is. You go stand in the street in the hot sun, one person will come with the Chakra and you just get into it. You give 10 rupees and he will take you to the city. And in that, everything will be there. One person will be carrying goats, another person will see sabji, everything will be there and you will have to stand and go. Nothing to hold. All four sides some rods, that's all. Somebody comes and hits, the whole thing will will collapse and then you'll all fall down. But then you'll just, that is the only thing available facility. And Maharaj said, here you have to sit and read Bhagavatam. But Maharaj, nothing in the top. Have an umbrella, sit down and just chant. What stops you? Or put your top, some cloth, shawl or something. You keep it, then chant prayers. And now there a huge marble temple is standing. And Radha, Nil Madhav and Jarsingh Bhagwan, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra, Sitaram Lakshman, Hanuman, everybody is there. And there was no water, drop of water was not there. Maharaj said, if you do sincere devotional service, water will come. Rajkot is famous for no water. And they were digging deep, 200 meters also, they went down to 200 feet. Nothing was coming. And people are worried, without water, how will you build? Then Maharaj said, do Mangalarti and do chanting, wherever we have to sit and do. And within 50 feet only, they got so much water that a guest house was built and another huge, the whole temple was built from the water there only. And since then, there is no water scarcity in the entire Rajkot. Every year, they don't have any river or anything. River rely only on rainwater, and rainwater is sufficient. So much is coming out of the sincere devotional service. So what Maharaj said is that, no, your job is over there. You come here and do the service here. Just do whatever little you can do and then go to the city and stay somewhere. Then go, come and go. The austerities that we do is really important. Why? Because he is saying, Atma aham tapaso naga. In the second canto, Krishna says, I am tapas. I am the austerity and penance you do. We think that, this is so difficult to tolerate. No, tapas is the greatest, that is the greatest way of recognizing Krishna. So always please appreciate this point. The tapas that we are doing, the difference between tapas others are doing and tapas we are doing is that we enjoy the tapas. When you see Krishna in that tapas, we enjoy the tapas. When you see Krishna in the unfavorable situation also, you enjoy that unfavorable situation. You see Krishna in your enemies, you enjoy the enemies also. You understand? You understand how we can see Krishna in all these things. Always these things are the one then discrimination is not there. You discriminate between friends and enemies because you see enemies as someone who is to be untouched, right? But if you see Krishna in the enemies also, then what is the problem? Then whatever they give, that is also you will enjoy. Oh, so nice of you to have given me this instruction. Like I think we are discussing, where is Lalit Prabhu? We are discussing this Chitraketu prayers only here, right? Right. So when you see how that criticism or some words told in a jest is taken seriously. But when he was cursed, he saw Krishna in that. He accepted it seriously, very happily. And see, this is the beauty. Anybody who accepts even unfavorable situation as expansion of Krishna, they never lose their memory of their past life. You see, Gajendra, Maharaj Indradyumna, right? He accepted the curse. And what happened? In the next life as Gajendra, he remembered the prayers. Right? Jadabharat Maharaj, whatever happened, he just accepted it. In the next 2 lives, he remembered his previous lifetime. He was able to continue on from there and attain. Then now here also, Chitraketu also, because he accepted Parvati's curse, as Vritarasura, he remembered what was there in the previous life, and he remembered Narada Muni is his guru. You will see when Vritarasura is praying those Shankarshan Shloki, Chadushloki Sankarshan, that's called Chadushloki Sankarshan, that 4 prayers that is praying towards the end before leaving. That shloka, those slokas when he is saying, before that, he is offering his obeisances to Narada Muni. That when will I get the association of Narada Muni and serve his lotus feet? He is saying that. So this is how anybody who does, we also have it's called, remembering the previous life simply means that we have a lamba memory. You know, lamba smaran, like long memory. That is the beauty, when we do the service without expectation and accepting everything that comes our way. And that is how we should also pray to all of them that say that, we have come to our association. By hearing about them, we are taking their association. Today, when we are hearing about Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and his instructions, we are taking his association. That is how we will get their mercy. Right? Mahaprasad, yes, they will always give. But the real Mahaprasad is their instructions. Right? Otherwise, so many things I hear about them, of their pastimes, and the day of appearance or disappearance. Right? After that, what I am doing about it? That whole day am I doing something about it? We don't want to imitate. But can we get inspired by that? Yes, if we get inspired, that is well and good. Right? But half the time it is not working. So that is why Prabhupada always said, instructions are more important. That is why Vani is more important than the Vapu. Right? So let's try to understand some instructions of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur little bit, and then see how much depth is his devotion. And then we will also have the similar thing to our spiritual masters and all the other Vaishnavas also we can have. The first thing, please listen as I am reading from this thing. He is saying that very beautiful statement. He says, physical illness with Hari Bhajana is preferred to physical fitness without Hari Bhajana. This is his instruction. Physical illness with Hari Bhajan is preferred to physical fitness without Hari Bhajan. When we are physically ill, we will do better Hari Bhajan, if you are really sincere about it. Not that we have to come out of it, but just that in case if I have to leave the body now, I have to be more intense in our bhakti, isn't it? So then he is telling something very beautiful. There is no work as, this is about the importance of spiritual master. Please see how he is saying. There is no work as beneficial as serving the spiritual master. Among all kinds of worship of the Supreme Lord is the topmost. Service to the spiritual master is superior to service to the Supreme Lord. He is saying it is even more than the Supreme Lord. Unless this conviction is firmly rooted in our hearts, we cannot take advantage of our spiritual master's association. See, it's very important. Association is not physical only. Every time we think of them, it is their association. Every time we hear their lectures or hear their Vani, that is their association. When we are reading Bhagavatam, we are actually taking Prabhupada's association, that we don't realize. Prabhupada is speaking to us and he is hearing our doubts. How many of you have felt that you have some questions in your mind and you read something arbitrarily from Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, your answer will be right there. Anybody who has read seriously, they would have experienced that, isn't it? What does it mean? Prabhupada is hearing our questions and he is answering he is speaking the answers through those pages. If we have that conviction and go to Bhagavatam, we will always get association of Prabhupada. We will get association of Parikshit Maharaj, association of Dhruva Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj. So many associations there right in Bhagavatam. Why are we running around left, right and center? Prabhu, I don't have association. I don't have association. Man, association is right there in front of you in the form of Bhagavatam. And Krishna is giving his own association in the form of the holy names. Right? And if you are following the instructions of the spiritual master by reading Bhagavatam, you will get association of spiritual master also. Isn't it? See, when Parikshit Maharaj was hearing Bhagavatam from Shukadeva Goswami, did he send WhatsApp message or Facebook message that I am doing Bhagavatam, you all come? How they all came? All those other great rishis and all. When Bhishma Deva was leaving his body, how all the great personalities came? For intense bhakti, hearing and reading and all that, meditating, all of them will come and sit with us and shower their mercy. Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur is right here when we hear his mercy, his instructions. Right? We want Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur's association, no? Prabhupada, how much he must have enjoyed his spiritual master's association. We have not had direct association of Prabhupada, but we are enjoying that association through his very nice sincere disciples in the form of many of our Guru Maharajas and senior Vaishnavas, right? Who are his disciples. Same way Prabhupada's association will get Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur's association also through his instruction. So he is telling service to the spiritual master is superior to service to the Supreme Lord. Unless this conviction is firmly rooted in our hearts, we cannot take advantage of our spiritual master's association. He is giving us his association. This writing is always there. We just have to open and take his association. How easy it is, isn't it? Suppose we have to see our spiritual master is staying far away, then you have to take visa, fly, go there and then meet him, and whenever he is available we have to meet. That is the physical thing. But in the form of instruction, he is presenting himself in front of us, in our cupboard in the library, he is there. Like we are enjoying some program called Prabhupada Smaranam we do, where we read books like, this recently His Holiness Giriraj Maharaj had written this I Will Build You a Temple, that Juhu story book. How many of you come across that book? Some of you would have come across. Like that many books are there. I really request you that please, really, now just today morning only our Suresh Prabhuji was telling that he started reading and he couldn't stop. He was just running through, and he said this book should be the 13th canto of Bhagavatam. Whatever is there in Bhagavatam, which is like Prabhupada is revealing through that, and Maharaj is so nicely and so meticulously has consolidated all of them. Right? By the time you read that book, it will take minimum 2 years. If you are reading line by line and meditating, that's what we are doing. You can do one running reading, but then deeply go into that, you will take more time. By the time another 5 books will come. How much we have to do in this world, in this life, in one life is not enough. We have to take, if at all we have to pray for another birth, we just pray to Krishna that please Krishna, make me into a devotee in ISKCON only, next time when I have to come. And soon, so that all these books are there for me to read. So we have to really pray. So he is saying, we cannot take advantage, we cannot take advantage of our spiritual master's association if this conviction is, unless this conviction is firmly rooted in our hearts, that service to Guru Maharaj is even greater than service to Krishna. See, that is why, because Prabhupada glorified his Guru Maharaj. How did he glorify his Guru Maharaj? How did he glorify his Guru Maharaj? By following his instructions. One instruction, that's all. Whole lifetime, he took that one instruction. And now, because he glorified his Guru Maharaj, he is also glorified and we are also glorifying his Guru Maharaj. Not only his Guru Maharaj, but Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Guru like that. All the way we are celebrating everybody's appearance and disappearance, isn't it? There is every reason for us to fast and feast. Right? Half a day only we have to fast. Then Rajbhog is available. So we don't have to worry that, oh my God, what is this? So many fasting. After that, feasting is there. So next thing he is saying, if you are so fortunate as to associate with the Lord's devotees, then all credit goes to the Lord, because he is the one who has provided the opportunity. Now we should not forget the Lord, because only because Krishna is happy with our eagerness that he is sending us all this association. He is sending us the association of Guru Maharaj and all that. The opportunity to hear is because he is happy that, okay, this soul, let me take him and put him in here for a class. Otherwise there are so many myriads of work for us to do. How is it that we are sitting here? Then he is saying, the Lord makes us realize fearlessness through the spiritual masters association. Beautiful statement this is. How nice realization. We are all afraid of death. Fearfulness is always there. As soon as we take the spiritual masters association, all the fear gone. Completely gone. Right? Then saying, the Lord arranges that a suitable spiritual master will appear before us according to our degree of surrender. Those who are truly fortunate will avail themselves of his presence. Then we should live only to be counted among the followers of he, the spiritual master, whose mercy has allowed us to understand the ultimate goal of life, to attain love of God. Otherwise it is better to die thousands of times. His words are very strong. Huh? See, our only recognition in this world is that I am a so and so Guru Maharaj's servant. That's all, nothing else. A Vaishnava has no possessions. Nothing can tempt his mind. There is nothing extraordinary in this world or the next worth coveting for him. He desires only to see the beauty of the toenails of Krishna's lotus feet. Whenever we are not attracted to serving the Lord, we should understand that we have been attacked and captured by Maya's illusory energy. This is a beautiful thing. And exalted devotee or Mahabhagavata knows that all others are spiritual masters. When Gaurakrishna Babaji told, he gave 3 instructions. One of the important instructions is that you should not make disciples. Right? Gaurakrishna Babaji told Bhaktan Saraswati Thakur that you should not initiate, you should not give disciples. I initiated you because you asked me too much, but you should not give any initiation, you should not take any disciples. But he gave so many initiation to so many disciples. Then devotees asked him, Prabhupada, you have disobeyed your Guru Maharaj's order. Then Bhaktan Saraswati Thakur answered very nicely, whoever I initiated, they are not my disciples, they are my spiritual masters. So I only initiated spiritual masters, I did not initiate disciples. So I did not disobey my spiritual master's order. That much is his humility. That they are all my disciples. If I say disciples, then that's a different mood. He is saying, they are not my disciples, I am listening to them. Right? So my Guru Maharaj, jokingly he will tell, see, he is telling, Guru Maharaj, you do like this. He will refer to one disciple and say, Guru Maharaj, you do like this, you do like that. Then Maharaj said, okay, I can do, but you first fix whether you are my spiritual master or I am your spiritual master. Maharaj, you should go there, you should go here. That is not good, this is not good. I am willing to obey, but sometimes you are calling me Guru Maharaj and sometimes you are acting like my Guru Maharaj. So which one I should follow? So, like this, but Bhakti Shastra clearly declared, I have initiated you as my disciples, whether you obey me or not, I am obeying all of you. This is the mood of a spiritual master. That is why our Srila Prabhupada also said, I am initiating all of you, but you are all servants of my Guru Maharaj. You are coming to help me in my mission to my Guru Maharaj. You are directly his servants. That is the beauty. Then the beautiful thing he tells about the holy name, with that he will stop. The holy name is by nature eternal and full of knowledge and bliss. By the holy name's mercy, a living entity revives his spiritual consciousness. Sri Krishna, who is the reservoir of all transcendental pleasure, manifests in a heart filled with simplicity, before eyes that have been fully spiritualized, on a tongue inclined to his service, and in an ear inclined to hear Krishna Katha. The holy name manifests in those senses that are engaged only in pleasing Krishna's senses. Beautiful about the holy name. Unless and until we accept the spiritual, this is this we will complete. Unless and until we accept the spiritual master as a manifestation of the Supreme Lord, as non-different from him, we will not be able to chant the holy names. Jai Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Thakur Prabhupada ki Jai. How much Guru Nishtha he must have been having. And that is why his disciples, how it is all going. And their mercy is flowing through them all. If we also have the same dedication to our spiritual master's service in following their instructions, then Bhaktivedanta Swami Thakur's mercy will flow through us also. It just depends on how much sincerely we are connected to the parampara. Right? When we are chanting, this is the thing we should be hoping for. We cannot chant, we think I am chanting, but we cannot taste the holy names. If you don't see Krishna and Guru are not, as non-different. What is that? Yasya deve parabhaktir yatha deve tatha guru tasyate katita hyartaha prakashante mahatmanaha. One who has the highest regards and respect for the Supreme Lord, and the same level of respect to the spiritual master also. For him, the most difficult, unsolvable or inexplicable conclusions of the Shastras also will be revealed. Prakashante means it will be revealed. Just like the sun comes, all the things are visible to us, like we can see all of them, right? Like that, the most difficult things in the Shastras also will be automatically revealed simply by this devotion. And that is what we should pray to Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur and Srila Prabhupada, that please give a drop of that Nishtha, Guru Nishtha that you had for your spiritual masters. That serves all the purpose. Jai His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki. Jai His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Shri Shri Radha Kunja Bihari ji ki. Jai Shri Gaurnita ji ki. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, श्रील गुरुदेव की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि 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 बोल वांछाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यो च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. I hope some of these instructions, there are many more about Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur's instructions. So at least one or two if you take and meditate on it throughout the day, that is as good as meditating on all these things. Stop here. So Kirtans today, you know what? Kirtans? Yes, let's stop here. Thank you. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Srila Gurudev ki. Sorry? The devotees can do. No, I have meetings to attend, so let them do.